Hey kids! Welcome back to Chelley&Nay, where you know when we're on, it's poppin'! Today, we're gonna be doing something really delicious. We are gonna be making Keto Twix bars. Keto Twix bars! Guys, that's right. Honestly, my favorite childhood chocolate. We are gonna just healthitize it to the max, and we're gonna go pretty much step by step through the whole process with you guys about how to make delicious at home healthy Twix bars. Now, to be fair, this isn't my own recipe. This was actually inspired by a dietitian that I follow who's super talented and super knowledgeable about all things, all the food things, all the health things. So I really did take this recipe from her and I just kind of made it my own. I added a few little things. I took out some things. We just switched it up a little bit to make it ours. So yeah, we're gonna show that to you. And just so everybody knows, I'm not a fan of Twix. I don't love chocolate bars and stuff like that, but
weirdo.
But this creation, this healthy version of Twix, it's so good. I can't even explain it to you guys. I'm not a big sweets person, but this one is the one. So you guys are not ready.
That's how you know it's good, because she really isn't a sweets person at all. But like, this is something she's always like, babe, like, make the healthy Twix, make the healthy Twix. Like, honestly, even if she loves it, then I know I'm doing something right. So yeah, without further ado, we're gonna get right into that for you.
I'm not gonna be in this one as much because I'm gonna be the camera person, but I'm still here. So
Chelley's always with us.
Don't panic.
Yeah, no panicking allowed.
But before we get started, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Hit the bell if you're nasty, if you want to be notified about everything we do on this channel. And
tell your besties. I mean, do I have to keep telling you all this, or?
I think she does.
That's okay, guys. I'm here to remind you. It's all good. Don't sweat it. All right, guys. I'm here with all of our beautiful ingredients that we're going to be using to make these gorgeous Twix bars. A couple of things. There are 3 parts to this Twix bar, as some of you Twix fans might know. So basically, we have the cookie layer, which is going to be, so like the shortbread cookie layer, it's going to be the bottom. That's part 1. The second layer is going to be like the caramel layer. And then the top layer is going to be the chocolate layer, which basically will kind of surround the whole thing, or it can surround the whole thing, or it can just be on the top. But yeah, so you have those 3 layers and all the ingredients right here. I like to take all of my ingredients out so I know what it is I'm working with, and to remind myself also that I need to use it. And then I will be putting it away as I use it. So that's it. We're going to get started. First layer we're gonna do is the shortbread layer, so that has to go at the bottom, and I actually have to go pull out the tray for it. But the first layer contains like the flour, so the almond flour, the coconut flour, the flax seed, and the coconut oil. So basically the coconut oil is gonna be binding these ingredients together to create the shortbread layer, and I'm gonna show you guys what that looks like. All right, guys, so this is our coconut oil and raw superfood honey mixture. So basically this is just heating up. It's on pretty low. It's basically on minimum. We don't want to cook it, we just want to melt it all so it's blended nicely together. And then once this is completely melted and all nice and mixed up and cooled, it's going to transfer over to this area here, so where we have the coconut flour, the almond flour, as well as some flaxseed. And we're just gonna wanna, this I'm just mixing because it does need to be mixed, but we're just gonna add the coconut oil and honey mixture into this so it binds it all together and creates the shortbread cookie layer, which I will then add into the baking pan. The coconut oil with the honey combo situation was nice and cool, so I just added it into the coconut flour and almond mix, and this is basically what came out of it. So it's kind of like shortbread dough, I guess you could say. So I'm just mixing it, making sure everything is evenly dispersed. All right, guys, so I'm just gonna be dropping the shortbread mixture into a very, very lightly greased non-stick loaf pan. Make sure you get all of that goodness up in there. Then just take that shortbread mixture and flatten it all out so it becomes the bottom of the Twix bar. And then once that's done, we're gonna just pop it into the oven for about 10 minutes at 350 degrees. Oh, lost the little guy there. Sorry guys, I'm so crazy. I really don't like to waste anything, especially because these ingredients are kind of pricey. I like it to be nice and even. Hey guys, what's up? Hope y'all are still with me because guys, it's gonna be so worth it. If you guys are feeling this so far, hit that like button, give us some TLC. Guys, I'm telling you, like, the best part of this has barely begun. I am now working on the caramel layer of our Twix bars. So the shortbread layer is cooking in the oven. It'll be done in like 3 or 4 minutes. But as that's finishing up, I'm working on the caramel layer, like I said. So that involves almond butter, involves some coconut oil, more coconut oil. There's a lot of coconut oil in this recipe. So we got our coconut oil, our almond butter. We're gonna be using some vanilla extract for some extra sweetness, pinch of salt, and some maple syrup. And I'm gonna basically combine all of these ingredients in here to create the caramel sauce layer. I'm gonna show you guys what that looks like once it starts bubbling on the stove. It's gonna look delicious. Y'all are gonna be like, ah, on the screen, I promise.
Okay, let's not do that.
Oh. So this is the caramel layer in the works. The stovetop is still heating up a bit, so it doesn't look like all that right now. But keep in mind, once this starts bubbling, it's gonna be so good. You guys can probably see it's starting to slowly come together. So again, that's just coconut oil, almond butter, vanilla, a pinch of Himalayan salt, and some maple syrup. I mean, that looks pretty good to me. So just giving that a little mixorama, and we're gonna let that sit for about 3 minutes or so. Let it bubble and all just mix together, and we shall return to her in a jiffy. And this is our beautiful shortbread layer, guys. She's out of the oven. Oh, she's hot. She's nice and cooked. Honestly, when I touch her, she's just like, oh, you know, that texture is just right. She's gonna cool for like the next 15 minutes while she cooks, and then I will be reporting back. So I'm gonna be pouring the finished caramel layer onto the shortbread. Guys, you can't tell me that does not look amazing. Let me just move it around a bit so it evens out. And then we pop it in the freezer for a few minutes just to solidify. And there you have it. That's gonna sit for like 15 minutes, and then we'll work on our last layer, the chocolate layer. Okay guys, we are at the third and final step. This is the chocolate layer. So it's basically just melted chocolate chips. We're actually using dairy-free chocolate chips just because, oh, we actually really like them, and it definitely helps my babe's little tummy over there. And yeah, just combined with some coconut oil to help it melt and to make it nice and kind of creamy. And we definitely want it super liquidy so it can just rest over top of our caramel layer. So that is pretty much just melting. Pretty much it for that layer. It's just gonna cool probably for like 5 to 10 minutes or so, probably closer to 10. And then I'm just gonna drizzle this over top of the caramel layer, and then we're all gonna die and go to heaven. All right guys, the chocolate layer, the final layer has been spread, and I'm just gonna top it with a little bit of pink Himalayan salt just to, you know, break up all the sweetness in there. You don't have to put a lot. You can really just eyeball it, put as much as you want. And there you have it, guys. That's pretty much it. So let it set for a bit. So it's gonna go into the freezer for another 10 minutes or so, and then back into the fridge to just get like fridge temperature. And then we can eat it, finally. Hey kids, we're back, and we are with the final product, guys. This is our beautiful Twix bar situation. So of course it's a whole thing, but what we're gonna do is cut them into long pieces, and you guys are gonna see how gorgeous this turns out. So this is basically how it looks. This is how the Twix bar looks. Sorry guys, I have to hold it like this because the chocolate melts super fast. So you got the shortbread layer, the caramel layer, and the chocolate layer. We're just gonna cut that in half and give it a try. Whichever piece you want, babe.
Okay. I'll take this one.
All right. Cheers.
Cheers. This is my favorite part. Doesn't make any sense.
You guys seriously have to make this recipe.
It's so good. This is the only thing I do. Eat them. I helped in no way, shape, or form, but these are delicious. Thank you, Nay. Ooh, you better do that dance.
Go to market. Go to market.
It's a guilt-free snack that you can have and just, I mean, you should never feel guilty about snacking realistically, but it's so, so good. Clean, simple, easy to make.
Satisfying.
Satisfying. Ooh, yeah.
That's
So
the
good,
word.
guys. If you enjoyed watching that, if you enjoyed watching us dive right into it, please leave us a like, guys. Let us know, I don't know, like what you want us to bake, cook next. Like, let us know.
I know what I want you to make next.
What?
Snickers. Healthy Snickers.
All right.
Challenge accepted?
Challenge hella accepted. But we gotta know that you guys are down for it. So give this video all of the likes. Comment down below if you guys are down to see me make some Snickers. Let me know. Or if you want to see us make something else, let us know. Please subscribe, you guys. You're only gonna be in on all of this deliciousness if you subscribe. And if you're not, then listen out.
Don't forget to hit the bell if you're nasty, if you want to stay updated on all the things we do on this channel.
Tell your besties.
Later, kids.